What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to talk about where you can sell some of your either highly coveted streetwear items or maybe something like used and unwanted that you don't really care about anymore. Now, I know probably many of you in the past have used eBay, maybe Craigslist or something like that. And maybe some of you already used this before, and it is Grailed. And this is a personal, review of my experience selling on there. This isn't like a paid sponsorship. They're not telling me to do this. I'm just doing this based on my experience of using it for the past 2 months, and thus far it's been extremely positive. Now, I guess it kind of runs more similar to like an eBay. It goes, all the people pay you through PayPal, and except the difference with eBay, because eBay is pretty much anything you want to sell, you can put on there. This is specifically targeted towards menswear. They have 2 sections on there. One is Grailed, like the main page, which is usually reserved for really rare items. So say you have, the Yeezy Boost, those would be on Grailed's main page. Or if you had like, Givenchy Rottweiler t-shirts or anything kind of more high-end or rare, they'll put on that page. But if you have something like, say even if it's brand new, like a brand new H&M jacket that you never wore, that'll go on Grailed's basics page. So anything kind of Raf Simons, Rick Owens will go on the main page, and anything similar to like an H&M or a Zara or something like that would go on the basics page. So the difference with that is if you clicked on the Grailed, you would see only on the Grailed main page, you would only see a lot more high dollar items, and then the basics is kind of where you sell your cheaper items. And then one thing that I think is pretty funny about the site is, say you think whatever you're selling is something that should be on the main page, on the Grailed page, whatever it is, you put it on there, and if the moderator, whoever's watching the site constantly, thinks that it doesn't belong there, you'll see it ends up on the basics page. And I know they do that kind of, to keep both of them separate. Don't try and put like a plain H&M t-shirt like this on the main page, because they will immediately remove that. Don't put anything like disgusting, because they will also remove that. Like, I think someone tried to sell like a used Travis Scott towel, like a sweaty towel from a concert, and I'm pretty sure that got removed, or someone bought it. But it was like within a minute of refreshing, it was suddenly gone off both. So yeah, don't put anything like that on there. Now, something I personally like a lot more about Grailed as opposed to eBay is, with eBay, you could sell anything on there. With Grailed, people go there specifically the same reason they would go to like an Essence or any of those websites. They're there purposely for clothes, so they don't have to sift through like a bunch of bullshit, and they don't even have to be so specific. They can just go on there and you'll find yourself, or they'll find themselves scrolling for like 10 minutes, because there's so much good shit on there for sale. And then another good thing about them as well is they have moderators, like I already said, who sift through everything. So they're really good at finding if someone's selling fakes, and so is everyone who uses the site. If they see it, they'll report it and it'll get removed. So don't try and sell any like bootleg shit on there, because it will get removed. Which I think is a great thing, because when you buy on eBay, sometimes it's like a hit or miss. You can take a risk, and that hoodie or whatever the hell might end up being fake as opposed to authentic. And with Grailed, I've never heard any horror stories of anyone buying something and it ended up being unauthentic. So luckily, they're really on top of that. Now, within my short 2 months or so of using Grailed, I've actually sold 6 items, which is pretty good for me, considering when I use Craigslist, it would just sit there forever. I'd use eBay and you'd have tons of people watching, but nobody really clicking to actually buy or make an offer. So I know you can still do that with Grailed as well. People can watch it and put it into what they call a fitting room. And it's kind of the same thing as watching an item on eBay, except on Grailed I noticed things sell a lot faster, which is a great thing, because sometimes you don't really want things sitting around. Maybe you need the money for whatever reason, you just need to get the item out of your house real quick. Grailed is a lot better, because when I was trying to sell my Bape shark hoodies on Craigslist, they sat there forever. Tried on eBay, they were just getting watched, no bids, no offers, no anything. So it was really kind of annoying, and it took months for me to sell those, surprisingly. But with Grailed, if I had known about it, I probably could have got even more money, and it probably would have been a hell of a lot easier instead of having to meet with people in person, which, you know, you can run the risk of meeting someone who might rob you. I don't know, something like that. That's why I personally prefer Grailed. If any of you are interested in anything I'm selling, I will put a link to my Grailed page in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support for all the various content on this channel. Like I already said in another video, whether you come just for the scary stories or the clothing related videos, I appreciate you putting up with either one that you don't like. Hopefully, you know, you like both. Hopefully because it's a very multifaceted channel at the moment, and I'm trying to explore, you know, various genre of content and to kind of display, you know, a lot of my own personal interests on this channel, because at the end of the day, that's what I want this channel to be about. Peace out, YouTube.